So community update number 20 just hit, and my oh my, is it a feast for the eyes. So it's called a Dragonborn, a half-orc, and a monk walk into a tavern. So just from the title alone, we've got Dragonborn, half-orcs, and monks confirmed. But let's go and dive into what they've given us. So I'm gonna skip through the initial bits and scroll down, and as you can see, the release date for PC has moved from August 31st to August 3rd. This is insane news, guys. This is insane news. Okay, PS5 isn't so fortunate, and they give reasons as to why it's moved to September 6th. I won't go into the detail of that, but for PC, this is a happy day, guys. This is a happy day indeed. And if we scroll down further, we've got the new level. Okay, so the new level cap is 12. I must admit, I was kind of expecting 14, but 12 is a good point as well. We do get the ability score increase at 12, so overall I'm happy with 12 for the time being. Hopefully, we get some DLCs or expansions or something that it can take us further. But for now, level 12 is amazing. So what they're giving us, so it says Baldur's Gate 3 players will be able to reach level 12, unlocking planar allies, Otto's irresistible dance, and chain lightning. Okay, so these are the three spells that we're gonna have. And as you can see here, the screenshot of the Dragonborn, the design is purely amazing. It's beyond whatever I would have imagined. It's truly amazing. It looks to me like a paladin, to be honest, and this is probably a wizard or a sorceress or sorcerer. But yeah, the Dragonborn design is absolutely stunning and on point. If we scroll down, we can also see half orcs. I personally am not a massive fan of half orcs, so I wasn't really hyped, but they look okay. They look a bit more human than I would have expected, but overall I think they look okay. Nothing as cool as the Dragonborn though. Excuse all the half orc fans. And another thing that we get in as an extra is we can actually play as a Dwergar, which I was not expecting that. I honestly wasn't expecting that, but I guess since they have given us Drow, they would also give us Dwergar as well. They're actually cool looking. So they're actually summarizing what they're giving us in terms of launch races and sub races. So okay, we get human Geath. Okay, so I think we're not getting Githzerai is basically this. Half orcs and then dwarves. What do we get? Hill dwarves, which we have already, mountain dwarves, and then Dwergar, which is new. For elves, again, high elf, wood elf, which we already have. Sildarin and Lolth Drow. Tieflings, exactly the same. Asmodeus, Mephistopheles, and Zariel. Halflings, exactly the same as we have now. Lightfoot and Strongheart. Half elves, again, exactly the same as we have now. Wood elf, Wood High and Drow half elves. Gnomes, I think it's exactly the same as we have now. And then Dragonborns, you get all the dragon types, which basically, I guess, affects resistances and stuff like that. So, okay. And obviously, we also get the monk. So, this is some cool animation here. Okay, monks are masters of manipulating the field of combat, pushing, pulling, and stunning enemies across the battlefield using forceful powered punches. Their combat style is a balance between fighter and rogue, allowing them to traverse the map effortlessly with the step of wind, and then strike out with powerful melee blows. Beginning the game with an armored defense, monks receive an AC of 10 plus their dexterity and wisdom modifiers at level 1. Monks' weapons are neither heavy nor two-handed, with this class opting instead for lighter fare like clubs and quarterstaffs, or foregoing weapons altogether in favor of a classic knuckle sandwich. Punches that scale up in damage as they level. Yeah, so um, whenever I've played the monk in other games, it's always been punches. In combat, they combine light, quick, unarmed attacks with weapon attacks, producing beautifully distinctive and stylized combat animations. And we've got to say the animation, video effects, and sound effects for this class are on a whole other level. I must admit, if we scroll down a bit, that seems like, yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing. Look at how smoothly it flows. Look at the light. The, yeah, it's amazing. Um, we've pulled together inspiration from the rulebook to create a stunning audio-visual experience which lives up to the Kung Fu cinema classics. Uh, when they say that, I honestly believe it, and I can't wait to see it in person. We also did a lot of work house ruling this class, rebalancing monks and giving them more ki to ensure they feel powerful next to our other classes. Yeah, so I played the monk in Solasta, and having not actually played tabletop D&D before, the monk did seem a bit underwhelming to me, but that's just me. So we're introducing brand new actions to play with. I'm honestly happy for that and excited. Baldur's Gate 3 features a trio of monastic traditions to choose as your subclass. So it's monks of the open hand, excel at close combat, using special unarmed techniques to manipulate the enemies at hand. At mid levels, this subclass can change their attacks with psychic, necrotic, and radiant damage, representing mind, body, and soul. Okay, that's interesting. At higher levels, we give them Key Resonating Blast, which infuses punched targets with ki and can create a chain reaction of explosions across all in-range targets who also have been touched by ki. Okay, I'm interested to see how that's actually implemented in the game, because it's nice in the description, but how you actually achieve that, we shall see. Okay, so the next one's Shadow Monks are stealth ninjas. Okay, who teleport to and from the shadows, a skill that allows them to stealthily strike enemies, then return to the safety of darkness. And finally, monks of the four elements subclass are casters who unleash monk variants of spells, followed up with rapid bonus action punch. Okay, it's like a caster, uh, melee caster warrior type thing. Yeah, I don't know. It sounds interesting anyway. Um, through martial arts, uh, a monk's attack damage using monk weapons and unarmed attacks will scale up with their level. Okay, yeah, we would expect that. This also gives the monk a bonus unarmed attack after the attack by punch or weapon. I think that's standard. And if their dexterity is higher than the strength, the dexterity will be used to determine their monk weapon attack rolls and damage. Okay, that's interesting and expected as well. Should your monk become the target of ranged attacks, deflect missiles will allow them to deflect a ranged weapon or thrown item back at their attacker using the new interrupt system added in patch 9, which is basically what they showcased with the Paladin reaction system, which works quite well, I think. You'll also soon find new magic items throughout the world designed to further support the monk's playstyle. Yeah, like we have for the Barbarian, for instance. At the moment, We have, what do we have? We have a pair of gloves that gives you some extra 15 extra HP, I think, when you're rage ends. And there is something else which escapes my mind at the moment. But yeah, that we do have like the bard, for instance, has a hat that gives inspiration, and there's definitely other stuff for other classes as well. So yeah, I love what Larian have done with homebrew items. To be honest, I'm a massive fan. Okay, so launch classes. So obviously the barbarian at the moment had berserker and wildheart. They are adding in the wild magic subclass. Interesting. And then the druid gets the spores subclass. The fighter gets the champions subclass. The ranger gets the gloomstalker. Rogues get assassin. Sorcerers get storm sorcery. Bard gets swords. Monk gets, okay, the monk's completely new, so we get all of them. Warlocks get archfey, which I think uh, people were kind of hoping for, to be honest, including myself. So I'm really glad for the warlock subclass. Paladins get vengeance. I guess that was kind of expected. Clerics get whole load of things: knowledge, nature, tempest, and war. And then also wizards get conjuration, divination, enchantment, necromancy, which I'm really interested to play, illusion, and transmutation. So apparently they are introducing more origin characters. So yeah, basically as we expected, they are introducing Karlach, which is incredibly interesting because I was, as soon as we bumped into her, I was like, yeah, I want this as an origin character. So I love that. I'm really hyped for Karlach. Um, and she is a barbarian, which was teased by the Magic the Gathering cards. So whatever we expected to happen has happened, and look at how they've developed the model. She looks amazing. She looks amazing. She's got all the battle scars from hell. Yeah, she looks absolutely stunning. Um, and wow, they're introducing quite a few feats. So every so often as you level, you'll have the chance to improve your ability score with a new feat, an upgrade that gives unique advantages to your character. At launch, you'll have a total of 37 possible feats to choose from, and most of those will be completely new to the game at launch. So the new ones are Actor, Alert, Charger, Crossbow Expert, Dungeon Delver, Durable, Elemental Adept, Heavy Armor Master, and so on. I won't go into the detail of reading the entire list, but the most interesting one that stands out for me is the Sharpshooter one, which I'm glad to see. So that's going to enable some nice builds. New spells. Wow, we get a ton of new spells as well. Duration spells. Banishing Smite. Dispel Evil and Good. Okay. Greater Restoration. Planar Binding. Globe of Invulnerability. And again, to be honest, the main one that stands out for me would be Chain Lightning, because I just love that spell. Cone of Cold is also really interesting, but Chain Lightning is absolutely amazing, I find. That's the spells. And then they go ahead and mention the fact that we'll get different difficulty levels. So let's have a read through. So in D&D, picking the right DM is the key to defining the journey you want to embark on. In Baldur's Gate 3, we've created 3 modes of play that essentially act as a different type of DM. So we've got the forgiving, the narrative-driven DM, or the completely hardcore DM. So at launch, in the addition to normal mode, which can be considered the default mode, players will be able to go into story mode, which is basically, I guess, an easier mode. So you get, friendly NPCs are harder to kill. You get a discount in trader prices, and you get +2 starting proficiency bonus. And then there's also a hardcore mode, which is really interesting. So enemy lethality is cranked up to brutal, it says. Wow, ensuring that enemy AI are stronger and will prioritize squishier targets with low AC. I'm probably going to start the hardcore mode playthrough, to be completely honest, just because I enjoy the challenge. Additionally, many adjustments have been made to the fights themselves, specifically for the hardcore mode, which certain enemies receive additional support through reinforcement spell. Okay, so if you're playing in hardcore mode, the fights are different. That's really interesting. And then they go on about having the game released in other languages as well, which is amazing. And obviously they would remind us about the collector's edition. So what they said, the collector's edition should make it to you around August the 31st. I.e. the original release date. Okay, for those who ordered on PC, your Steam code will be emailed to you earlier so you can start playing sooner. Quick note, save games will not transfer from your... Yeah, okay, we know that. But within the 72-hour period, they will. So does that mean we get... Obviously, if you've pre-ordered now, you do get the 72-hour period at launch, which actually meant you could play on the 28th. So does that mean we can actually play end of July? Okay, that's interesting. Anyway, this is it. This is massive news, guys and girls. This is absolutely massive news, and I'm honestly really hyped. I can't wait to get my hands on the game. I'm going to be hopefully releasing a ton of guides and walkthrough videos and playthrough videos. Obviously, it will take some time. I am a one-man band at the moment. I do also have a day job. I am a father of a 2-year-old as well. But the aim is to get a video released at least once a week once release comes out. Again, thank you for watching. If you like this type of content, please consider leaving us a like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you on the next one. Thank you very much.